beautiful room.
Massive.
18 7-foot diamonds, 5 9-foot diamonds, 14 9-foot gold crowns. This is a huge room. If you're ever in the Phoenix area, come check it out. Food's good, drinks are cheap. It's a big darts tournament happening, big pool tournament happening. Lots of action today.
It'll be a good day.
I'll have to do a score check after these games because they're both at 1-0, but I'm not sure for who. I'm going to take a stab and say Michelle's up 1-0 if she's marking on the correct side of the scoreboard.
And it looks like they do have at least one turtle rack in. I think these turtle racks specifically might be individual players, so that's probably where they came from. Edward, no cover charge to walk in the door, absolutely. Only cover charge is a drink for Ben and I.
That is the only cover charge.
Is the bracket posted? It should be on the Play NAPT website, www.playnapt.com. And good morning, Paul. And guys, if you are just tuning in, help Ben and I out, share it up. We are in for a really, really good day of pool here. We've started the final 32 double elimination portion of the tournament. This will run all day today. Last matches should be called around 8 o'clock. And live all day tomorrow as well.
All right, I think I got the scores correct. There's really only one way to find out.
Once somebody wins a game and marks it up, then we'll know.
This is Yvonne at the table on your right-hand side.
I do believe that we are streaming to YouTube. We think we authenticated it properly and everything else.
Yeah, let me check it out. Let me give it a look-see.
I didn't see a notification come up from YouTube, so we're not sure. Ben's going to check it out and let you know. Thanks, Ted. And I saw Mr. DeWolf tune in at some point here. He's, where was he off to? Philippines, I think? No, Germany, I think. He's overseas anyway.
Oh, I have to change the stream key, but we are live on YouTube. But it says WCVNEA. So I'll change that for you guys. But we are not at WCVNEA anymore.
Nope.
Yes, I know.
Good morning, Art. How are you this morning? No gale force wind, and here the sun is out. It is shining. It is a beautiful day here in Phoenix, Arizona.
It is a gorgeous day today.
And for those 13 that are watching on YouTube, welcome to Q Sports Live. Unfortunately, we don't have the comments going on YouTube. But we welcome you to the live stream, even though we cannot see your comments.
Okay, we should have the correct stream key up on our YouTube channel now. So maybe you guys can watch on the big screen today.
Absolutely. Chromecast it out. A little bit tricky on the right-hand table here where she left herself for this 8-ball.
This is thin. This is super thin cut.
Super.
But I actually
Would you bank this instead? Bank it long and use the 8 for cover?
This might be
Or
one
the
of-
9 for cover, I should say.
Yeah, that might not be a bad option. I think I try to cut it because you're close to the ball, so it's really easy to see the edge. And I don't think you can overcut it. So I'm just going to hit this like as thin as I can and try to pot it. The problem is you lose the cue ball a bit, but
Yeah, a little bit.
take whatever I can get on the 9 from here.
Hey, you betterness, thanks for tuning in.
I think she's going to play your shot, but it's a little close to the ball, so you really got to have some good cueing here. Yeah, I think she actually double hit that, but
And she makes it.
she made a good bank. But her opponent is kind of thinking, I double hit it, yeah.
I think she did too.
But she says there was no ref. She agrees. She agrees. I like that. Good sportsmanship.
Good sportsmanship, absolutely. That's the way to be. Love it.
Is the way to be.
Love to see good sportsmanship. That's what it's all about right there.
Still faith in humanity.
Absolutely. Well done.
All right, we get to find out what the score is over there. It was a definite double hit.
It was absolutely a double hit.
That was the only reason I didn't really like that shot with the rest. Without the rest, I didn't mind that shot.
Absolutely.
With the rest, really hard to hit it hard enough and get your cue out of the way.
Yeah. Well, using the rest at the best of times is hard enough to do.
Right. So it is 2-0, Michelle.
And in the side pocket on the right-hand table.
Wiggled it in, and I believe that's Heather. We'll plug a quick sponsor here. Jam Up Apparel, guys. Buy pool players for pool players. They got men's, ladies, kids apparel, the best quality pool clothing in the business.
Some of the nicest designs on shirts, too.
Absolutely. If you ever catch Grant or I at one of these events, you'll definitely see us rocking some Jam Up apparel.
I am rocking mine this morning.
I rarely take this hat off, except to go to bed.
That is true.
See if the wing ball wants to go in today. Not on the left-hand table. Let's watch the 6. No.
Oh, she makes the one ball.
The one in the side. That could be the break, actually.
That's the one right there.
If the wing ball's not going in, you got to try to make the one in the side.
Absolutely.
Those are the only 2 balls you can really control in a 9-ball break.
I agree, and look at the position here on the 2 to get to 3.
Juicy.
Really nice break.
But I like that. You got to cut it, and you got to try to make the one in the side because the wing ball is sliding too much to go.
Absolutely, and thanks for sharing, Brian. We all know Sharon is Karen.
Sharing is caring. That's why Grant and I shared a pizza yesterday.
That's right.
And a Roach Motel.
And a Roach Motel. Gotta love the Roach Motel.
They found a couple of turtle racks.
Yeah,
they did.
I'm not sure if the whole room has them or they're just putting them out on the stream tables, but there's a couple anyway.
Nonetheless, they are still a sponsor of the NAPT, the Turtle Rack.
They are the main sponsor.
If you guys have never tried one, definitely.
It's made by Mez, and the claim with the Turtle Rack is when you break with them, there is less odds of a ball resting on the Turtle Rack. And this is our 5th NAPT event. And from everything we've seen, their claim holds 100% true.
I think it's around 1 in every 15 or 20 breaks that a ball actually stays on the rack and you got to spot it and move it.
I agree.
It might even be less than that. It might be 1 in 30 or 1 in 25, but it's not much at all. Where the Magic Rack is like 1 in every 2 breaks, a ball lands on there. Seems to happen often.
Yeah. No, I don't think that would happen, Paul. The Turtle Rack is quite happy to be the sponsor for the NAPT. Oh, she makes the 9 ball on the left-hand table.
All right. How you like them apples?
She gets on the good side of that hit.
And this is a race to 7 today, guys.
Yeah.
Race to 7 in the final bracket.
Do we have Q raffles? We cannot call them that anymore. It is a Q giveaway. So what we've had to do, and I'll make a really long, convoluted story real short, as most of our viewers know, the Q raffles that we were doing and that everybody else is actually doing today are illegal to do. So we were hauled in and warned by the Calgary Police to not do that anymore. Contacted a lawyer, figured out how we could do it. So as of today, it is a Q giveaway. You purchase our Q Sports Live Viewer Advantage, which is essentially a coupon book giving you discounts on some of the supporters that are part of Q Sports Live. For example, Jam Up Apparel is in there. You get a discount on some Jam Up gear. Max Eberly is on there. But you buy the coupon pack for 20 bucks, and within that coupon pack, there is an entry into the Q giveaway. So that's the long story short.
And if you're in Canada, you can email transfer to qsportslive@gmail.com. If you're outside Canada, you'll have to send it to our GoFundMe page. PayPal is not being friendly with us. So if you go to GoFundMe, you can search Q Sports Live, you'll find it there.
They call it, there's a lot of different names for it, Greg. The bridge, the rest,
The
granny stick.
The granny stick.
Yeah, there's a lot of different names that you can refer to the rest as.
Mechanical bridge, though, I do like that. I do like that
Yep.
term for that.
Look outside.
Oh, look out, 9.
9
Oh,
clears.
she's
She's all
okay.
right. So she can come off this end rail with the 4-ball, shape the 8. Once you've got onto the 8, it's pretty much home free.
You know it was a good break when you're going from the 4 to the 8.
Yeah, right?
Oh, she hit that good, too. That was a tough shot.
That
She
was.
hit it really good. That is funny, Ted. The NABDA,
Love it.
North American Breakdancing Association.
Yeah. Happens to be a Canadian kid that'll take home the title.
Kid, yeah, we'll go with kid.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Tables are stretched long. Aspect ratio must be reversed.
No, they're just because we've got the cameras at about 7 foot, maybe almost 8 feet, and these are 9-foot tables.
And if you watch Q Sports Live often, then they probably look gigantic because we do a lot of bar box
We do,
tournaments. So
yeah.
the last couple of weeks we were a bar box, so these do look like they're stretched fairly long. All right, she's getting the mechanical bridge out for this shot.
And there's actually one 9-foot gold crown and one 9-foot diamond table.
That'll be why it looks stretched a little longer as well. So Michelle jumping out to an early 3-0 lead on this Saturday morning. This is race to 7 on both sides, double elimination. Gale, they are having a little bit of trouble racking. This has been a common theme throughout the last 2 days of the event. I think just it's something to do with the sticker or something to do with the slippery cloth.
Yeah. So they're going to try back onto
The
the
magic
other rack. the
But
magic
I
rack.
feel like that's not the issue.
No, I don't think so either. I think it's got to do with, like you said, the sticker on the spot. So for all the barroom owners out there, Ben had a really good suggestion the other day. Don't use those stickers. Just take a black Sharpie and mark the dot.
Exactly. Plug another quick sponsor while we're waiting in between racks here. Mike Burton Home Team Remax Realty Pros. These guys are the best in the business. You're looking to buy, sell, looking to get a mortgage, you can look them up on Facebook, or you can send us a message. We'll give you their contact information.
Yeah, they are actually starting a referral network as well. So whether you're moving from another province or state or country, they're the ones to get a hold of.
So I really like what Yvonne has done here. She's taken her break.
Absolutely.
Before Michelle runs away with this, she wants to compose herself and try to start getting some games on the board before it gets out of reach.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with you, Paul. I kind of think it's the head spot.
And the turtle rack doesn't really crease. It doesn't dent. So it's definitely not a case of the rack being dented, and that would create the balls to not freeze. I think it's more the sticker and the cloth itself. But I think they got it somewhat figured out because the ball was deposited on the break there.
I don't think the balls are stretched. I think you're seeing the shadows underneath making it look that way, but
yeah, possibly. Yeah.
To each their own as far as opinions are concerned.
Yeah, I feel like the balls look the same size on the screen as they are on the table, but
yeah,
I've been proven wrong before, I tell you. And Paul, quite often you'll see Eric Vargas at these tournaments ripping the sticker off and grabbing a pencil.
Yeah.
Because he's very particular about that. And I can't say I blame him.
Yeah. I was kind of shocked the first time he did it, but he's done it several times since.
Yeah, like it was shocking the first time, and since then I'm glad he does it. Because otherwise I will, and I don't want to get blamed. So
yeah, absolutely.
Better him than me. Pretty nice little safety played by Heather over there.
Really nice. Very well done. Nice control of both the 2-ball and the cue ball.
I think there's
Paul does it too.
I think there's a window between the 5-6 to kick one rail at this, but you got to hit it hard. Had to hit it hard with a little check spin to get it to straighten out there.
And once again, guys, if you are just tuning in, help us out, share it up. Invite all your friends, your families, post to your own wall, share to any of the pool groups that you're associated with. Ben and I will entertain just about anybody.
Grant will ever entertain everybody for the right price.
Has to be the right price.
All right, let's watch this.
We'll see how entertaining it'll be tonight, I guess.
Let's watch this 4-ball and this 1-ball on the side. 1 ball.
Ooh, very close.
Oh, something's got to go in here.
Yeah, the cue ball.
Ideally not that ball.
Yeah, she's the white ones.
All good opportunity for Michelle to get a game on the board here. 1 to the 2, 2 to the 3 will be the key shots here.
Yeah, those ones I agree. The ones with the little corner sticking up or not stuck, yeah, rip them off.
Yeah, forget about it at that point.
Yeah.
But even if sorry, go ahead.
It's just much easier, like you said, to take a felt pen and draw a dot.
Even if you're like Paul and you have a black table, just use a silver Sharpie.
Absolutely.
And sorry about that, Paul, that you have a black table. That's hideous. That's like the worst color cloth you could possibly have.
Oh, I've seen some doozies out there.
There was one downtown in Calgary that had black slate and red rails.
Oh, wow.
That was different.
Morning, David. We were also sent a message to, somebody had sent a message to the Q Sports Live page asking us to give a shout out to Bob and say happy birthday. So happy birthday, Bob.
His birthday is actually tomorrow, according to Facebook.
Oh.
Because I got that message too, and then I thought, I didn't get no notification saying it was Bob's birthday today.
Yeah.
Happy early birthday, Bob. We'll wish you a happy birthday again tomorrow.
But which Bob is he referring to is the question.
Well, I think we got it from Art,
Right.
which is Bob Danielson's like best friend.
Gotcha.
So I think it's possible his birthday is today, and
There
Facebook
could be
got
more
it
than
wrong, right?
more than one Bob too.
Oh wow, silver cloth on the rails. You got to send me a picture of that table, Paul.
Ah, no doubt. The gold cloth is the worst. I'm gonna say the worst I played on was the red cloth. I can handle black. I can still see. But that red cloth was the absolute worst, and partially because the chalk they had was also red.
Oh, the red chalk, yeah. That's the flaw with like a black table is you need black chalk.
Yeah.
And then say goodbye to your cue.
Yeah.
Because it'll be stained until the end of time.
Yeah. And good morning, Stan. Thanks for tuning in. How is everybody doing this fine Saturday morning?
Good shot by Michelle there. She's got a good look at this 5 to get on the 6. Everything lays pretty nice here.
Yeah, see, Ron agrees. Red's the worst. It's terrible to play on. The chalk is terrible. There's just nothing good about red.
No.
Get rid of it. It should be banned.
She's queuing high on the ball here. Oh, okay. She had a little angle. Shoots 6 in the same pocket. She needs a little angle here, though, with the cue ball on the rail.
Not on the rail would be good.
But I think she's got a little angle here. She might be able to play kind of 2 rails forward. And you got to be just above the side pocket. You don't want to have too much
watch
angle.
out for that 8-ball because these tables have been playing extremely fast.
I think she's going to leave quite a bit of angle on the 7. Oh, she's jacking up, so she's wicked straight.
Nice shot.
That is
that perfect.
That is a great shot. And didn't try to do too much. She could
I like that.
She could have drawn to the rail with like a bunch more juice and tried to get 7 in the side, but this is just fine. The question now is, does the 8 pass in the bottom left? Because she could just play a stop shot. If it doesn't, she's got to roll this in, which is a little tricky. Looks like she's rolling it to play the 8 in the side next.
Hey, we're sorry to hear about that, David. Yeah, she did try to slow roll that. However, she did come out on the good side.
I think the shot here is just to bank that 7 to the bottom rail in between the scoreboard. Score counters. Send the cue ball up table. Possibly cover using the 8-ball, but worst case, you leave it real long.
What's happening, Kevin? Thanks for tuning in again. A waving U.S. flag. That'd be interesting. That'd be tough to shoot on.
Yeah, I totally had the names backwards there. Sorry, guys. It was Yvonne shooting, not Michelle. So this is Yvonne coming to the table now. I did know their names. I just totally
zoned out for a minute.
Blanked out there.
It's morning, Ben.
I haven't had breakfast yet.
Yeah, we're allowed.
That's my excuse. And I'm sticking to it.
Yeah. So tell me, Ben, what do you do here? Do you try to bank this 7-ball, or are you going to duck? Use the 9-ball.
I'm ducking behind the 9 because worst case I'm leaving a side bank, which the 8 probably covers. So I'm going side to side at worst case, but I'd ideally be using the 9 for cover.
Looks like we have somebody from Sweden in the house. Minnesota's checking in. What's going on, Tyler? And we may as well ask, all right, where's everybody tuning in from? Let us know.
And do we have any first-time viewers out there?
Yeah, first-time viewers, let us know. We'll give you a shout-out on the stream.
Just for you, Paul, next time I'm on the stream, I'm going to wear my hat backwards.
There you go. Well, Diana, you're welcome. However, we do the best that we can do with what we're working with. Sometimes there's behind the scenes stuff that goes on.
No, we got it figured out. We got the YouTube figured out.
Yeah, we got it all rocking now.
We're good to go today, I tell you. We even had to come in here and rush around to get everything moved, but we made it happen. You guys will not miss any of the action.
Yeah, you bet, Tyler. Thanks for tuning in again. That's the best way to do it, is go to work, get paid to work, and paid to watch pool. Can't beat that on a Saturday.
Belgium in the house, Nebraska.
Wow. Welcome, Narcisse.
Howdy, Mr. Neil.
Ohio on away.
So Michelle made a great shot on the 8-ball. She's got a good look at this 9 to take a 4-0 lead.
Absolutely, Tim. Make the drive, brother. Palm Springs, California.
Well, are you playing in San Diego tomorrow, Tim?
All right, we're here tomorrow.
Because tomorrow is another day. Well, I'm surprised to see Michelle miss that ball, but she left this real tough.
Yeah, it's a tough cut from there. Looks easier again, right? It looks easier on the stream than what it is here in real life.
It always looks so much easier on the stream.
Well, hey, listen, I've not missed from this side of the camera.
I think she's going to cut this in, though. The only flaw is she's really got to watch that cue ball coming back towards the pocket she's standing at.
Mike Williams, how are you?
Thank you, Brain. I'm sure that's supposed to say Brain and not Brian. Great shot there. What a shot to get her first game on the board.
Look out.
I did say.
Slow it up. Absolutely.
Watch that cue ball. She hit it at a good speed, though, where that was never going to scratch on her.
CSL, the best in the business, watching from New Brunswick, Texas. Thanks, Patrick.
You're the man, Patrick. Got some couple people from Sweden in the house watching. Yeah, blue 760, that's the way to go.
A nice cloth, you bet.
760 or 860, both nice quality cloth. So here we go. Looks like Sarah's gonna get this to 3-2 over there.
So this is going to be a little bit different from the format yesterday, where it was 7 total games.
This will be just a race to 7 today.
Race to 7.
On both sides, should be noted. And I will find out if it's a 1-set final or if it's a true double KO.
So the Sure Shot Billiards site, one of the other sponsors here at Q Sports Live. Genius little device. Again, I think this is something everybody from Masters levels right on down the list should have in their pool cue case. For the $25 that it's going to run you, really, really genius device. It'll help newcomers or new players be able to figure out how to cut a ball to the left, cut a ball to the right. Once you've moved past that stage, kind of where I'm at, it does help you in your stroke. Will give you real-time feedback without having to go to a computer screen.
So go to their website, sureshotbilliardsite.com. Use the discount code CSLPOOL, all caps. You get 10% discount.
Absolutely. We do have a few of them with us here. If you are interested in one of those, they run $25 Canadian or $20 USD. And just a note on those, if you're in the United States, you're better off going to the Sure Shot site. If you're in Canada, you're better off contacting us and we can ship it out for you.
All right, Lou's got it figured out. He's got the comma in there so as not to confuse me because I'm easily confused. Good morning, Lou.
And absolutely. Good morning, Lou. Thanks for tuning in again.
Paul, I'm not sure which one wears a little worse, 760 or 860. I'm not sure. I would think you could probably go to like AZ Billiards Forum.
If my memory is correct, 760 wears a little quicker than 860.
All right. Can only be the man on our day off. Thanks, Patrick. Got Arkansas in the house.
What's going on, Todd?
What is for breakfast, Todd? I am hungry.
Me too.
Good day, Jim.
Nope, it absolutely wouldn't, Paul. It would,
Well, that's a bad habit, Paul.
yeah, that's, that would break that habit.
Yeah, ideally, you practice with that sure shot enough, you'll break that habit. I wouldn't recommend rolling your cue in your hand. You want to have pretty steady grip.
Yeah.
You don't want to crush it, but you don't want to be moving it around too much.
No. Holly, we are, I think the last match is same as yesterday. Last matches are somewhere between 6 and 8. We'll clarify that with the tournament director for the next broadcast. And no, there is no charge to come down and watch. If you want to come down, just let them know when you got here or when you do get here. Let them know when you walk in the door, hey, you saw it on Q Sports Live, you're coming down to check it out. That always helps our cause. It helps us come back. It helps the promoter and the room owners know that we are actually having an effect.
Huge for us. Absolutely huge, guys. Even if you don't buy something from our sponsors, shoot them a message.
Oh, that's huge.
Tell them you heard about them through us.
It's one of the easiest things that people can do for us, right? I mean, all of the streams that we do, they are all free. We'll never charge for them, but it is one of the biggest helps that that anybody can do is send our sponsors a message, let them know, hey, we saw you, we heard about you. Even if you don't buy anything, that's fine. We understand, guys. People are in a different position financially, and if you can't do it, shoot them a message.
Absolutely. Name of the pool hall, Mandy, is Bullshooters.
Great pool name.
Great pool room name, absolutely, yeah.
Nice
Very
shot
nice.
on the 9-ball. She put that in with some authority, too. There was no mistake in there.
She was not to be denied.
Where is this stream from? So for yourself and anybody else that is just tuning in, this is the NAPT Division II Championships. This is played out of Bullshooters in Phoenix, Arizona. And if you are new, my name is Grant. I am sitting beside the one and only Ben Franchise Francis. We are based out of Calgary, Alberta.
Born and raised.
Both of us.
Both of us born and raised. Which is a rarity, I tell you.
Absolutely, Paul.
Todd, yeah, probably a charge when Grant breakdances tonight.
It is true.
But I feel like that'll probably be tomorrow night.
It may be tomorrow night. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. We'll see how it feels at the end of the day.
You wore the right pants for today.
I wore the right pants
You were
today.
thinking ahead.
I was thinking ahead, yeah.
So, from what I've seen, this is winter breaks?
It looks like it.
I think it's winter breaks. So let's watch the 5-ball going in the bottom right, and let's watch the 1 going in the left side.
That would be ideal.
5-ball went
Ball
straight in. 1 ball hit the horn.
Makes the 4, and does she get shape?
She'd rather the 1 ball went in.
You're kind of looking down the barrel of that, Ben. Did she get shape on that 1 ball?
She might be able to see enough to pot it, I believe. If nothing else, with a little bit of right spin, this is definitely potable. She might not even need any spin. I think she can see enough.
Well, and it's almost auto shape. Come off the end rail and back up. Have the 2 in the left-hand side pocket.
She'll clear the 3 if she pots this.
Franchise with the hat forward or backwards.
Look out.
Right now it's forwards.
Oh, she got fairly unlucky there to end up behind the 7. She made a great pot on the 1.
Tim says it might be worth the drive to watch the breakdancing.
No, that is a different streaming company, Dwayne. That is Railbirds. That's Rachel and Jeff Nadeau that are streaming out of Fargo in North Dakota. Different streaming company, but good friends
know them, yeah.
Good friends of mine.
We know them well.
Great people. They're doing great things for the game as well. So
Absolutely.
definitely
Give them some support.
Show them a little love too. Absolutely.
But we may be live out in BC today as well. Lance Bromeland's doing a tournament this weekend, so I know he was streaming yesterday under the Q Sports Live banner. Whether he is again today or not sure.
I feel like there's a really good match that's going to happen in that event today between Mr. Kruger and Mr. Edie on the A side.
Absolutely. That could be a good one to watch.
I feel like that'll be a good one. David, it was delicious. The tequila was great. Thank you for sending in that $20.
Absolutely.
That was a solid move, sir. Solid move.
It was well needed after the day yesterday.
Oh, it was a long day yesterday. Yeah, we needed a stiff drink at the end of that day.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, I didn't stop at tequila. I had a Ryan Coke to go and chase that down with.
It's hard to stop at just tequila because
Yeah,
it tastes horrible,
yeah,
so you got to have something to chase it.
Yeah. Couldn't do it. Todd says, hey, we can carpool. There you go.
Thanks, Paul. Morning, Cassandra.
Indeed. And guys, once again, if you are just tuning in, help out Ben and I share that stream. Let's get the numbers up a little bit.
That little button on the bottom left of your screen, that's the ticket. Oops. So Heather up 4-2. Looks like Sarah's going to take the opportunity to take her 5 minutes, maybe try to slow her down a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Stan is a pretty good player.
Stan is, yeah, you could class him as a pretty good player. Pretty good or better than that.
Stan the man.
Stan the man, for sure.
Well, the thing is, Fargo rating's 1 point higher than mine, so he's pretty good.
He is pretty good.
It should be more
he's got to be good if he's 1 point difference
right.
Fargo rating than you.
I never would have thought the day would come that my Fargo is really close to Stan the man.
Right?
I know I'm doing something right when that's the case.
You know you're hitting him good.
Definitely a player worth watching. He's one of the best players to ever come out of Western Canada.
Watching from the mountains in Jasper. Well, thanks for tuning in.
Which one's your better half, Paul? Which one? There's a few. It's not Millie.
Ted, I'll tell you what.
Must be Gail.
If anybody kind of watched my game over the last little bit, from kind of last year up until now, my game kind of leveled up. And I'll give some of that credit to that sure shot. Right? It really, you really don't or don't feel or get how bad your stroke is until you actually have that thing on there and you go, wow.
You'd be amazed how many people twist their wrist to try to get siding.
I was the biggest wrist twister there was. So I put that thing on, and luckily I have a table at home in the basement, and I really, really worked on that.
Cassandra is your better half. Welcome to the stream, Cassandra.
Indeed. We apologize for you having to put up with Paul.
So I really like what I'm seeing from these ladies as far as sportsmanship, because Michelle lucked in a ball there, and she looked genuinely upset.
Yes.
And apologized, and
yeah.
And she was genuine about it. It's nice to see some good sportsmanship out of these ladies.
You know what? I'd love to see it.
Or should I call it sportswomanship?
Yeah.
I think that would be the correct term for that.
Yeah. Well, and Ted, a lot of that will have to come into play with your stroke, right? So when you are finding that you're struggling with your game, just simplify. Go back to your basic stance, basic potting, and basic stroke. And I'm telling you, that sure shot, as hokey as what it might seem, because it does seem a little bit hokey, but it is such a genius little device, and I think that's part of the problem, is It seems hokey, but it really is a genius little thing, and it will do wonders for your game.
Do we ever get any issues with streams being blocked due to music in the background? Well, let me tell you, Larry.
Yo,
Pretty much just every time we go live anywhere.
Yeah.
But you can dispute some of the claims, and they will release them.
Yes.
Mostly they just cut the audio. They won't cut the stream itself.
Yeah.
But they will cut the audio if Grant and I stop talking for more than 10 seconds at a time.
Yes. And you know, it's kind of funny because I can't remember even what song it was associated with, but we were talking and for whatever reason talked about something that matched the song lyrics, and we got a copyright claim there too.
Spoke a song lyric.
Yeah.
So apparently you can copyright phrases now.
Yeah, apparently. But I mean, as many times as we get the copyright claim message, we also get them back that they've released them. So it's kind of an ongoing thing.
Ted, you took the words right out of my mouth. I play much better when I play fast and loose as well.
You bet. I played some of the best pool last year, 2 of the tournaments that I really wanted to play well in. And I was just basic mechanics. I didn't try to do anything fancy. And when I did, I had the confidence because I was just playing fast, loose, and really confident. And took down a few champions.
A few. There were talks of you possibly knocking off every player on my team, and
there was.
We weren't sure what we were going to do. I think we were going to roll you outside. Holly, you can find it on the playnapt.com website. That'll be playnapt.com/bracket/Arizona/something.
Yeah.
Bunch of letters and numbers, and you'll find it on there.
You'll find it, yeah.
And we'll
once our pin master David Wilson gets on, I'm sure he'll post it up.
Yep. Fast and loose. We should all play like Eddie Felson, you know?
Shooting in the 9, left hand.
For a 4-1, for a 5-1 lead. Correction, 5-1. Michelle's looking at running away with this.
Absolutely.
She came to play this morning.
She did, and morning pool nonetheless.
Yeah. Keep it PG, Patrick.
Yeah, it's still morning. After a couple of beers, anybody plays good. Here's the thing. Here's I don't drink at all when I play pool. I don't have not one drink. And it looks like Q Sports Live just came on in Richmond as well.
Oh my goodness. Dan Louie and Brady Goland.
Oh, that'll be a gooder. There's our pin master.
Might have to watch a little of that on the side. I don't know if that match is missable.
Right? Good morning, Sean.
Morning, Sean. That wasn't Grant saying that twice. This is myself, Ben Francis, on the mic. Sitting beside me is the 2 and only Grant Zemp.
It's only because we sound similar, Ben.
Yeah.
At least to everybody else. I can discern between you and I.
Absolutely. Well, according to Damien, I sound like Barry White.
Yeah, right?
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, I said tequila copyright infringement. Isn't that the truth?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's how you do it, Gail. You don't leave this one to go watch that one. That never happens. You open up 2 screens. You have your phone in your computer, or your phone in your tablet, or your tablet in your computer. You don't leave one for the other.
Now you got to watch both.
You got to watch both. Thanks, Lee. We appreciate that. You got it, Ted.
It's not enough to have skill. You got to have character. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So the hyenas and the lion. Probably get a copyright infringement for that.
Probably, yeah. Thanks, Benny. We keep doing stuff like that, we're going to crash the stream. Edward is back. So, guys, for yourself or anybody else that is new to Q Sports Live, number one, thank you for tuning in. We certainly appreciate it. Secondly, if you would like to follow along with us in the future, have a little bit of fun, go on to our Q Sports Live Facebook page, click that like button. By doing so, you'll be notified each and every time we go live. You'll have the option to join in. It will be as easy then as what it was today. It is point and click easy. No forms to fill out, nothing to pay for. You get to sit back, relax, enjoy. We'll take you from wherever you are into our living room here, wherever we happen to be.
We shall entertain one and all. Heather's bringing it this
never
morning
find another game like mine.
Very good, very good. I don't know if the pause in between was long enough, though.
A longer pause? I needed a longer pause? I thought I did pretty good there. Can you find yesterday's results? Yeah, all of those results should still be on the Play NAPT website. If you're looking for any of the streams from yesterday, those are also available on the Q Sports Live Facebook page as well as YouTube. Quite honestly, there's probably 1,500 different streams within the archives. Some really, really great matches in those streams.
Yeah, that's one of the greatest things about what we do, and the point and click free, no forms to fill out, nothing. You can go to our page and you could watch pool streams for the next 10 years straight with the amount of video we got on there.
It is absolutely true.
There's a ton.
A lot.
And some really, really good
lot.
ones.
I once thought I had character, but found out I was a character. Hey, Chuck, you sound like me.
Edward hasn't played in 15 years and back in his first tourney tonight. Well, good luck,
Hey,
Edward.
Get her done, Edward, and welcome back to the addiction. Q Sports Live tends to be a little bit of an addiction, too.
I saw somebody post a picture today of a sad puppy or something, and it was my face when I don't get to play pool or something.
Yes.
That was me all weekend.
That was a bulldog, if my memory is correct.
It was
sitting
a bulldog.
on a couch.
It was. Yeah, 2019 Arizona. We're at Bullshooters in Phoenix, guys.
Massive, massive, massive pool hall. This is probably the biggest pool hall I've ever walked into.
This is the biggest pool room I've ever been in as well.
Yeah. So they have 18 7-foot diamond tables. They have 5 9-foot diamond tables and 14 9-foot gold crowns. They've got 18 dart boards. They've got video games. You want it, they got it. This is the spot to be.
They got a couple of valley tables too, but they sort of have them pushed to the side in order to create room for the darts tournament. So
yeah.
But I would have to think they most likely run a league on those valleys, possibly a VNEA league.
Yeah. Good to be back. Thank you for what you're doing. You know what, Edward? Thank you. And everybody else, because quite honestly, all of the credit really has to go out to you guys. Without you guys tuning in, helping us out, sharing the stream, it would more or less be Ben and I sitting here talking to ourselves. As entertaining as what that can be sometimes, it's not as fun without you guys.
And once again, guys, like for Ted especially, if you're here in April, when you come in, tell him Q Sports Live sent you.
Absolutely. The more that happens, the better off it is. And here's the importance of it. And I'm not talking just about Q Sports Live stuff. Anybody that is streaming or trying to contribute anything into pool, make sure the sponsors get some recognition and some notoriety. It is really the simplest way to ensure that we can kind of continue to grow the sport, because without sponsors, the sport's not going to grow. And in fact, we need to get more sponsors, bigger sponsors from outside of the game. And the only way we're going to do that is to make sure the sponsors that we do have right here, right now, get some notoriety.
Absolutely. 100. Yeah, Yvonne controlled the cue ball really nice throughout that entire rack. So she's not done with Michelle yet. She says, "I'm here, can you see me?"
You have a favorite actor whose dialect is very similar to you guys. Can't remember exactly where he's from. I have to look. Yeah, I'd be curious to know who that is. I don't mind being kind of compared to an actor. I'm all right with that.
That's fine by me.
I've been compared worse.
I got compared to Barry White yesterday. That was all right.
Yes, I've had that a few times.
I'll take that.
Yeah, that's always a good one.
Oh, there you go. Look, Kim's on the stream. There you go, Chuck. Perfect. I don't think she played on the first set of tables, so. Unfortunately, I don't think they have 16 tables for these ladies to play on first round.
I don't think so either.
So they might be doing a couple of groups. Looks like they're on 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 tables.
He's from Pickering. Yeah, not sure. So it looks like we're going short stick into the air on the left-hand screen over there.
This is a tough jump over two balls.
That is a really tough jump.
Tough to keep the cue ball on the table here.
A for effort. Mr. Barry White Rogers, oh my God.
Oh, Barry Rogers in the house.
Barry Rogers, here I go.
Chris Holden Reed. Can't say I know who that is.
Nope.
I'm sure that could be arranged, Ted.
Money talks, Ted.
Tim, you can say that as many times as you like. We really appreciate that. Those guys do a good job too, though.
They do.
That should be noted. The only issue I see with them is they're not live nearly as much as we are.
No, I don't. Well,
we're
I don't
junkies.
think anybody is live more than Q Sports Live. We seem to have a small addiction to pool. But hey, listen, we appreciate the compliment. We'll take that all day long.
Gotta wear the cardigan too, yeah. We're having a jam-up cardigan made for Grant.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know how I got that
I don't know either.
Association with Mr. Rogers, but
did you say it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood once?
I sure did not.
Eyeing up a 2-9 combo here to try to get this to 5-2 on the right-hand table.
Yeah, they certainly found a couple of turtle racks for today.
Gotta hit
now,
this
whether
hard.
I don't know whether these are the players' personal turtle racks that they're using, which could be the case because I know they didn't have any.
Great shot by Yvonne there, and she didn't play it hard. If she missed it, she was hanging it.
Yeah.
But she says, "I'm not missing that."
Yeah, that's a gimme. I can't believe you're making me shoot it.
Yeah, that's a duck combo.
Like shooting fish in a barrel. What better addiction is there than pool? There isn't.
It's a very healthy addiction.
It is. The best part about today so far has been the sportsmanship of these two ladies.
Absolutely.
Yvonne and Michelle, really, really good sportsmanship between them. I would invite everybody to be my neighbor, though.
A video production company with a Q Sports problem.
I'll take that too. I will take that as well. Or I guess we will take that as well. I wanted to own that one.
No, you can own that one.
I like that one.
That's just fine.
I like that one. That's a gooder, Ted.
I've definitely accepted that I have a Q Sports problem.
Yes. Well, you've had a Q Sports problem for a long time, and now we've just added the live part to that problem.
Absolutely. Not just a pretty face and a good game.
Oh, but you're a pretty face, Benny.
I got a Barry White voice to go with it.
Do you know why I like that compliment? You know why I like that compliment for you?
Why?
Because I sound the same as you.
Right, right. If I'm Barry White, you're Barry White.
That's the way it rolls.
And I think somebody asked if Tam has played yet today, which I'm not sure of. Looking around the room.
We kind of got in this morning to a little bit of chaos that had to be dealt with, so we dealt with it. We got through it. We're back up. We're running, but it didn't leave us the time we needed or wanted to get a few other things done. So,
but just glancing around the room here, I don't see her playing. So there's a good chance she is up on one of the next tables.
Ziggy, my man from Nottingham. How are you?
Ziggy's back. Welcome back, Ziggy. I'll have to look it up, Patrick.
Yeah. I live there, Patrick. I'm there. I'm with you.
All right, good opportunity for Sarah here on the left-hand table to get it to 5-3.
I have seen that skit. I live there. That's me. And if I live there and that's me, then Ben lives there and that's him.
Fair enough. I do see our Canadian gal over there is up 6-3. Natalie.
Where's she at? Oh, yes, yes.
Up
very
6-3.
good. Very good.
On the hill. And it looks like Sarah's going to pot this 9 in the side and get it to 5-3. Commentary curse is weak today. Good to know.
Ted. Oh, wow. I love it. How are we all doing? Hey, we're doing really well here, Ziggy.
Wow, Ted. Wow.
I love it. I love it. It's good to see that we're not the only ones that have a little bit of witty banter.
That's great. That's what it's all about.
I love to see that our viewers join in on that. Especially our longtime viewers.
All right, so it is not winner breaks because on the left-hand table, Sarah won that game and she is not breaking.
Really? Maybe it was just our pattern of when we kept looking over.
I believe that was the case, so it is alternate breaks.
Yeah. So, guys, I'm going to run and grab another drink. My throat's getting a little dry. I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of Ben Francis here for a couple of minutes, and I'll be right back.
Sounds good. Yeah, Ziggy, that would be great. I'm thinking that'll happen in the near future. I'm thinking there's a possibility. All you got to do, Ziggy, is send them a message. Tell them they got to have us out there. Grant and I do as good a job or better than any commentators out there. And I'm not just patting myself on the back. This is coming from all of you great viewers. And Ziggy, we're doing great. How are you doing? How about a winter outdoor tournament in Calgary? It would have to be a hockey tournament, Joseph. I feel like having a pool tournament outside in the winter in Calgary is not a good option. I don't know who would rent their tables to get destroyed by the cold and the snow. Oh yeah, someone could have brought him a drink, Karen, but he's not that guy. He goes to get his own drinks. I think he probably needed to stretch his legs a little bit too. We've been sitting here for about an hour and 20 minutes. The legs will get a little numb sitting in these chairs. And thank you, Ted. We really, really appreciate that. Patrick, thank you. I agree, Paul. Totally agree. So we have Sarah at the table on the left, Michelle at the table on the right. Looks like Sarah's missed that 2 ball by just a little bit. Sorry, that was the 4 ball, not the 2. So that's going to bring Heather to the table with an opportunity to get herself on the hill first. Michelle is eyeing up this 5 ball to get shape on the 6. I don't know if playing shape to the 6 on the side is a great option. The pocket is a little small from that angle, so she might try to shape up this top left corner for the 6 ball next. She's overhit it a little. I don't know if this will pass the 7 in the side. I feel like it probably does not. See if I can locate a side view here. Maybe we can get an idea if this 7 will pass in the side. Sorry, if the 6 will pass the 7 in the side. Let's see, from this angle, it looks to be very close. But I think probably too close to play, so I'm thinking she'll try to find a safety here. I think maybe it did go. She looked like she was possibly playing it. We'll see you in 10 minutes, Iggy. Karen, it is decided by the tournament director. It's not something we delve into too often. We kind of just take what we can get. All these ladies play fantastic, so we're not picky with who's playing. Jana Nelson playing. 3rd last year, strong player. Well, if she got 3rd, she must play pretty jam up because this is not an easy tournament. Chuck, we were down there for the Texas ACS State Championships in Port Arthur about 6 months back or so. And that was a great tournament. I think we'll be back. Definitely love Texas. It's very, very similar to where we're from in Alberta. Very, very similar people, very similar economy. It's a great place. I like Texas. And Mr. Patrick Neal has been helping us out, trying to get us out to some more tournaments down there in Texas. which we greatly appreciate. She cued it like it went, or she was two-weighing it. I believe she was two-weighing it on that shot. Yvonne's got a tester of an 8-ball here with the cue ball close to the rail. She hit that fantastic. What a great shot. Nod of approval from Michelle. And Sarah's tightened up that match over there after trailing 5-2. It is now 5-4. Okay, here we go. We got both these matches tightening up now. Just when it looked like they might both sort of run away with it. So it looks like Michelle's going to take a quick break, kind of try to recompose herself now that Yvonne has decided to make this comeback. So I'll switch you guys over to the single screen view while we are waiting for Michelle to return from her washroom break. Looks like Grant has returned from getting his OJ.
Indeed.
Oh yeah, Sandra, you got that right. Diamond Sports Bar and Grill is the best in Texas. From what I was told, I got the pleasure of meeting the owner when we were in Texas. Great guy, big supporter of the game. So hopefully,
I love hearing stuff like that.
Hopefully one day we can make it down there.
Look at that shot. That was pretty.
How good is that?
She hit that good. So I also took a second to go outside and check the weather. And I'll tell you, Ben, you got to go out.
The sun is shining.
Yeah, the sun is shining. It is beautiful here in Phoenix, Arizona.
Well, I might just do that because I do have to use the little boys' room at the same time. So I'll leave
by
you
all means
in the capable hands of Mr. Zemp for 5 minutes here. I'll be right back, guys.
I gotcha. They did tighten it up. Look at that. Nice break, right hand table. And sitting perfect on this one ball. Nice little break there. And on the left, she's eyeing up the combination 4-9. And hit it absolute perfect in the heart. In the heart. Well done. For a tie ball game here on the left-hand table. And on the right-hand table here, missed with that shot and left the 2 on, but she will be hampered a little bit by the 4 ball. May even have to grab a rest. No, she's going to stretch it out. Hey, thanks, Chuck. We appreciate that. And guys, once again, if you are just tuning in, help us out, share it up.
Fiesta, you're parked in the shuttle parking. You need to move it. We have the shipment coming in. You will be towed if not.
Sorry guys, there's Guy on the microphone here. I will just double check and make sure that I have my scores correct. You are correct. My bad. It is Heather that has 6 and Sarah that has 4.
Hartley, your food's already at the bar.
Look at this bank shot. Absolute perfect. She does have a shot on the 4-ball here, but no pocket to go to with exception to the top left-hand corner. She may end up playing a safe. Nice effort on the safe. Just went past that 7-ball a little too much.
Hartley, your food's ready at the bar. Hartline, your food is ready at the bar.
I'm not sure if there actually is noise canceling. The best thing I think we could do is upgrade our headsets, and that will help a little bit. But with the size of the hall here, it doesn't surprise me that they're on the microphone all the time. It is a massive room. On top of that, we have a dart tournament that's in here today. So there are certainly extra bodies in, but I think the best thing we could do as Q Sports Live is upgrade our headsets to noise canceling. And they are getting rowdy over in the darts tournament. Well, and it's something we definitely talked about as well, Paul, is getting noise canceling headsets and kind of upgrading. So left-hand table going for the 9 again. And in the heart, Heather takes it. That was a lot tougher than what it looked. That was a really, really good combo. Had to back cut the 5 to make the 9, and she put it right dead in the heart. So that match is done. We'll go to a single view for Yvonne and Michelle. And nice table layout here. She's got a little bit of distance to travel here with the 4-ball. Yeah, 100%, Paul. Especially with kind of the technology and at least in our eyes where we see the sport going, I don't think we're going to get back on to the TSN type of days. I think it's going to be more up to streaming companies like ourselves to go out and really kind of give pool the attention I think it deserves. Really nice table layout here. 6-ball to the top left-hand corner. You may even want to go around this 2 rails and either come underneath, would be my ideal, underneath the 7, play the 7 down to the bottom right hand. And that way you're sitting good. She definitely attempted to do that. Now, she does have it into the side pocket. And this is one of those type of shots again where I don't think I'm going to try to do too much with it. Especially if she's going to try to play this into the side pocket. Don't try to do too much with this. But again, it does depend on her angle. If she's sitting straight in, I'm just going to pot the 7 ball. I'll take what the table gives me, take the longer cut on the 9. The other option, of course, is to go and put that 7 down to the bottom right-hand corner. Go back and forth a couple of rails. Send that cue ball back down table. But it does depend on the angle she has here. Oh, hits it perfect. Only perfect will do. And it looks like she's in good on the 9. Yeah, absolutely, Paul. And like I said, right, it's at least from our perspective on kind of how things are going with pool, it's going to take not only Q Sports Live as one of them, but On the Wire and every other streaming company out there that does live streaming. It's going to take all of us to really kind of band together as a pool community and say, hey, we're here, and that'll bring the notoriety that we need to the game. I mean, a viewing audience is great, and that's what we're striving for. That's what we're trying to do to help grow the game. But on top of that, there's a few structural issues within the game that I think need to be fixed up. Some structure as far as determining on how you define a pro player, especially on the male side. Moving up from sub-junior to junior to an amateur player, all the levels in between there. Then you move from there to a semi-pro and then into the pro division. Right now, that structure is not there. And when you think about this from kind of an outsider's perspective or somebody wanting to put money into a sport, really tough to do in the present state of pool. There is no real structure involved.
I'm back, and the sun is shining.
It's
a
beautiful
good day
out.
to be alive.
Yeah, it is beautiful out there for sure.
Yvonne to break to stay in this match.
TSN misses out on the fan participation and instant answers you give to us. Is a great way. You know what, Gail? I completely agree, and it's one of the benefits I think that Q Sports Live and every other streaming company out there has. Now, again, varying degrees of audience participation and commentary participation. We tend to do it a lot. We enjoy that aspect of it.
Definitely.
But I think it's one of the advantages that we have is we're not making our viewers sit in front of their TVs at home, right? If you have an internet connection or a data plan, we're everywhere you want to be. Kevin, the petition is actually going around. It was started just after we had announced that we wanted to do it. Somebody else had done it, so we just jumped on their bandwagon and started signing their petition. Yeah, I think it gives you the best of both worlds. Live streaming and a TV cross.
TV cross with talk radio. That's a good explanation of what we do.
Absolutely. But again, without the viewers' participation and you guys participating, showing your support for us and whoever else you happen to watch, I don't think it would happen. So, I mean, big kudos to our fans. We have the best fans out there, without a doubt. Well, and you know, to kind of touch a little bit on the structure, this is why we wanted to be part of the NAPT and really kind of work with them in their efforts, because that is exactly what they're looking at doing, is putting some structure to our sport. And they are starting right down at the junior level and trying to work it all the way up to a pro level and kind of lay it out, and this is how it all works. This is how you accomplish becoming a pro player. So we applaud them in their efforts. That's Adrian Beach and everybody else that is a member that sits on the board of directors for the NAPT. I think they're doing smart things. They're making smart plays, smart moves, and we just want to be a part of it.
That's pretty strong, Monica.
It's very strong. And they both shoot really well.
You're not so bad, Patrick.
Yeah.
Look at this shot. Oh, I thought she hit it good.
I did too. She just tickled the horn on the way in.
She got the best of it, though. I don't know if this ball cuts in the side. I'm almost certain it does not.
I don't think it does either. I think she's on the 50-50 yard line.
That's very deceiving on the screen. Looking at the table, I'm thinking you actually might be able to thin this in the side.
Well, and if any indication by the number of viewers that we grow by and followers that we grow by, I think we're on the right track. We've got the right business plan going forward. I think we're making a lot of the right steps as far as Q Sports Live is concerned. And we're going to continue to do that. Yeah, absolutely, guys. And again, right, same thing with any of the advertisers and sponsors. Go on to the NAPT, let them know, hey, you heard about what they're trying to do within our sport and make it better for everybody involved. Let them know that you heard it on Q Sports Live and you want to give them a shout out too.
I thank them for all the efforts they put in. It takes a lot of work to organize these kind of events.
Sure does.
And one event is a lot of work, let alone a tour of events is a ton of work, and they are underpaid for their efforts, let me tell you.
100% agree. I believe they have 4 scheduled events this year already. And
I think I heard
to add more.
5.
Five
I heard
scheduled.
5, yeah. But they are looking to add a Division 3, which they have in a couple areas now. They want to grow that. Start a junior tour, and they're doing great things for the game. And we appreciate that, Paul.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's see if Michelle can finish this off.
Yeah, she's looking good. Table layout is good.
Just a
No
little-
real hard work to do. Control your cue ball, and you're pretty much home free.
I was surprised she went 2 rails there.
Yeah, I thought she would have played that just straight back.
Just the 1 rail with right siding, I think,
Yeah.
would have been okay. She's
Yeah.
fine here. She just has to come back and forth across side rail, and shoot the 9 in the bottom left.
A little bit of right-hand spin on the cue ball.
Maybe just a touch, yeah. And it was always missable at that pace. Huge opportunity for Yvonne here to stay alive in this match.
Absolutely, and she's going to have to bring a shot here, though.
This is a tricky little shot. You have to play this with low left and avoid the side pocket. You're going to hit the side pocket on the top side. The rail on the top side of the left-hand side pocket with bottom left should drag you down for this 9 in the bottom left.
Is it true the magic rack almost caused 9 ball to go extinct for pro players? I don't think so. I think you're starting to see kind of an evolution of pool. I think 10 ball caught a little bit of fire there. But I don't think it had anything to do with the magic rack being invented or the turtle rack or any of the other racks out there. I don't think
If
that.
anything, it brought consistency to the break, which was an issue for a while because the break became too easy.
Yep.
So what they did was adjusted the rules, and now they're moving towards having the 9 on the spot, where the wing ball will not go in unless you hit it perfect. And mostly you're trying to accomplish cutting the 1 in the side with the 9 racked on the spot.
Yeah.
I think that's the direction the game is going in now. So,
Well, you're starting to see straight pool kind of catch a little bit of fire.
no.
1 pocket.
she tried to play it with bottom inside to swing around 3 rails, and she scratched.
Yeah.
And you know what I really like about this is Michelle genuinely looks upset again.
Yeah.
She didn't want to win like this.
Not this way.
Nonetheless, great match from both of these ladies.
Really, really good
They both
match.
played great.
Yeah. So it looks like we've got about 17 minutes prior to our next match. So we'll do a quick shutdown restart, guys. Once again, if you have not done so yet, make sure you go onto our Facebook page, click that like button. By doing so, you'll be notified when we do come back live. You'll have the option to join in on the stream again. And while you're at it, jump on over to the YouTube page, subscribe there as well. So on behalf of Mr. Ben Franchise, the rest of the Q Sports Live crew, and myself, we thank you very much for tuning in this morning. We should be back here in about 17 minutes with the next match. We're ready to rock and roll.
Thanks all.
Appreciate you tuning in, guys. We'll see you in about 17 minutes.